Hello friends, family and other creatures of the sea, and welcome back to a high-level best of 5 on some TLMC maps over here. In the bottom left, spawning as our red ZERG, we have the hatchery of Bly. And in the top right, we also have a hatchery of Bly, except it's being attacked by probes as it's on the other side of the map. This is indeed a proxy hatch build, as Nice, which is the other player, will be taking it out with a zealot, a couple of probes as well. And is going to start his own nexus right at this moment. This was a triple hatch before pool coming out of Bly, with the second hatchery being in his own low ground, and the third hatchery, so the third from the triple hatch, over here on the natural location of his opponent. Crimson King is this map. Now, are there any special features? I believe this is an interesting base. So we have 6 gold mineral patches. Kind of a weird positioning on this base. This is not something you see very often. You have watchtowers as well, 2 watchtowers. Not a huge fan of watchtowers usually. They tend to... whenever watchtowers are too good, the games tend to be pretty campy. And when watchtowers are too bad, they aren't very useful. So it feels like... I feel like we should get watchtowers with less vision, or maybe vision in like a line. So you just see like an area. So it helps you like spotting on the minimap, but it doesn't just give you vision in the entire area around. I feel like that'd be pretty cool. I wonder if that's possible. I'll actually message a map maker about this. I feel like that's a good idea that I just thought of in the moment. I'd love to hear it. Double queens downstairs. We'll be welcoming these adepts with open arms. Not entirely in the Christmas spirit, as they were throwing darts at them. I'm not sure if that's usual for your Christmas, but my Christmas usually we just ate and had a good time with the family. Oh, here go 3 drones, then 1 adept goes down. Very good trade here for Nice, as usually if you force away a drone pool and you kill 3 workers, that's an even trade. However, he kept his adept alive. Well, never mind. he lost the adept. Another drone went down somewhere. I'm not sure. Wait, how did that even happen? 1 more drone ended up falling here. I'm not quite sure what drone that was. Maybe it was the drone that was scouting across the map, or maybe, I don't know. I don't actually know what this is. As we see double stargates going down right now. So this is a triple gate into double stargate. This is an extremely uncommon build. It's also a build that I don't rate very highly. It's actually a build that I don't rate at all. It's weak. I think it's weak at least, because the initial adept pressure can just be held with links. This build only works if the ZERG kind of forgets about all timings, you know, as a concept. ZERG just sits there and is like, wait a second, this is really early. I bet he has glaives. And ZERG throws down a roach warren and starts building roaches. Okay, well, this is the incorrect call. I think Bly actually wants to all in here, which isn't extremely rare. What you really need is like 18, 17 links or so, and you're going to be just fine. And then from there on out, you just build pure drones, and you're going to be good against most things. You can build a roach warren, maybe even a second gas, but then you just don't build any roaches until you see them move up, and you should actually be okay. Because if it is going to be glaive as a follow-up, then you're still going to be fine with a response like that. So I like that he canceled the third gas here. Third gas is like heavy all-in vibes. And 10 drones is heavy macro vibes. I much prefer the heavy macro vibes over here. Link at, oh my god, look at what Bly is doing here. This is such a cool little move. So he's keeping a lot of links at home. And he's just showing these links, almost as if to say, hey, I don't have any links. I'm very afraid, help. You know, that's the vibe that Bly is giving here. Oh, he's gonna try and catch these adepts. I mean, they're just gonna get cancelled. Now he kind of showed his opponent what he's up to, and at the same time, he also isn't in position to deal with this. This has been a very poor defense out of Bly so far. I love the moves that he was going for, but the execution of the moves, not so much. As Nice is going to tuck himself neatly, well, not really neatly. He's going to try to tuck himself between the wall and the watchtower. Going to end up losing 3 adepts, kills 2 drones, as 5 phoenixes now make their way across the map. We have +1 starting as well. No third base quite yet. You know what's going to be really difficult here? It's going to be really difficult for Bly to not get supply blocked, And it's also going to be really difficult here for Nice to ever get a freaking third base. He has 3 gateways right now, and he has nothing that can assist his Zealot Adept, which, by the way, have no upgrades, to try and take a third. So this is going to be an extremely weird game. All that Bly needs to do right now is legitimately just build links, drones, get a fort base, and an evo chamber. He's also adding 5 spores, which is a serious investment in spores. We saw the Phoenix here, 5 drones for a Phoenix. Not a great trade, but we see Bly completely outmining his opponent. And, oh, a little bit of a pause there, apparently. As 15 more drones. This is completely the correct call here, coming out of Bly. Of course, Bly makes the correct calls in weird situations. That's kind of what he's known for. This is going to be basically 2 base eco versus 2.5 base eco. But the 2.5 base eco is mining from 3 bases, and I'm loving this Baneling Nest. I would have much preferred seeing an evo chamber go down as well, though. I think the roach speed here is not entirely necessary. Or, well, perhaps I should say not necessary at all. Lynx not quite holding on. I really believe that a melee upgrade would have, you know, would have really paid off. I truly do believe that. Serious payoff. Now it's getting roaches. I was going for a roach queen all in. That rates very high on my list of bad builders against Phoenix, to be honest. I give this build a 2 stars. Now, if there was a lot of creep, you could maybe push the spores forward. That would be kind of hilarious. I don't think I've ever seen a spore all-in. I've seen a lot of all-ins in my life, but I've never seen a spore all-in. Not once. At least not... No, yeah, never. That would be sick, though. A couple of spores with it. Like, I've seen spores being constructed after a night, but never just walking across the map to deal with air. As the gold base here is being taken. One of the gold bases. Ravager, Ling, Bane. Keeping the queens at home, though. It's kind of a weird all-in as well, because Phoenixes can just stop it. You can't queen walk without the queens. Then it's just a walk. That doesn't really kill people. Actually, it keeps people alive most of the time. Go for a nice little stroll. Oh, look at that! Banelings in the air, splash units on the ground, if you didn't know yet. And apparently Nice didn't. Lost 2 extra units because of that. Should have just moved out of the way. Now we have a Hydra then on the way. We're 9 minutes into the game with 53 workers for Bly, who's also magically floating 1,500 minerals. And that's even before he starts mining from the gold base. We get tunneling claws, not a single evo chamber. We're getting every single tech structure known to mankind on layer tech at least. Has 2 spores on the main, still loses the queen. And ends up losing a bunch of this. Is a well-positioned spore, by the way, when it comes to protecting that creep tumor, but not doing a whole lot else. Roaches managed to sneak by. There is an immortal in the wall. It's going to stay alive with the help of the battery for a bit longer than Bly probably would have wanted. All 3 immortals, though, are getting targeted down. But now the Phoenixes coming home. That's a lot of Phoenixes. And those Phoenixes have +1. That means that these roaches are going to drop like flies. And, well, having a dead army isn't something that Bly had on his list of New Year's resolutions. As Baneling's coming from the side, we'll connect with a couple of these sentries. Purification Nova doesn't really connect with a whole lot. But I think it's still a roach, maybe half a Ling in there. As we're trading out units and we're starting anew. A clean slate in this game. Oh, wait, what? Did workers go down here or did he pull them out? I think a couple probably died. Burrow's about to finish up and so is Tunneling Claws. 13 more drones now being constructed. We still are playing without an evo. We're 10 minutes and 30 seconds into the game. No evo chamber. This is not just weird. Oh my god, there's also no forge. Well, there's a forge, there's just no upgrade. This is a game without upgrades. Oh, this is just being spotted. Yeah, you can't fight this, mate. That's 2 immortals and a battery. That's not really how this game works. As these roaches are going to get toasted here. A couple of Banes try to run in. 15. I feel like we're seeing 15 drones being produced so often, yet we only have 21 workers killed total. And he's still only on, well, now 73, which is decent. Serious oversaturation. Wait, this is only 5 patches? No. This is 4 patches. 6 patches. Why does it say out of 10? Maybe you can't mine from this patch? Look at this. I think this patch might be blocked or something. No one is mining from this patch. You see this? There's like a bug. All of them bouncing out. This patch is broken. Boosto. Absolutely boosto. Huh. What do you know, huh? I was wondering why it's at 10. 18 out of 10. Because if there's 6 patches, it should be 18 out of 12. I didn't realize this. Until now. That's so funny. Well, not very funny, but it's interesting nonetheless. Losing a couple of workers here doesn't really matter, because he's still oversaturated, even after losing these 9. The first upgrades are now going down. Bly says no Evo for a long time. Now time for a double Evo. As he also has 3 tunneling claw roaches on the left side. Ended up killing two probes. It's not a very good trade at all. Phoenix is moving back home. Sees everything here with the observer as well. Loses a Phoenix for free. 17 more drones. Okay. So right now we're transitioning in Hydra Ling Bane, while Nice is transitioning in Phoenix Stalker Immortal Colossus. I mean, technically these are compositions, but the way that we've gotten here is uncommon, to say the least. I like this wall. This is a good wall. That's some nice walling. That is some real nice walling. Keeping the bad boys out. Look at that. No chance for you, Mr. Roach. Purification Nova doesn't connect with anything. 2 batteries. Actually, yeah, I think it connected. How many Banes do we have here? 18 Banes. Did he just... I think he just lost 6 Banes into the rocks. Tried to pound sand. Usually you tell someone else to pound sand, but Bly was like, let's see what it's actually like. Man, it might be very pleasurable, you don't know. Oh, there's some textures. Oh, that's so great though, -6 Banes. Hydra Ling Bane, 23 Hydras. It's going to be 32 Banes, 1/1 upgrades. What are we fighting against? There are 4 Colossus here. 1 Disruptor, I think. Yeah, and 10 Phoenixes, couple of sentries as well. Phoenix is looking for damage here. Oh, look, Crank just realized as well. In gold base. Yep, there you go. Yeah, he's a little bit slower than I am. That's okay. I realized much quicker than these guys. Look at you, Crank. Ah, that's nice. But I was faster. I don't want to brag, and I don't want to rub it in, but I was significantly quicker here. Thank you. Yeah, Wardy, I could have told... I actually would have messaged Wardy after this game, and I was like, hey mate, this map. Fantastic. Oh! Sentries. Ooh, interesting force fields. As the Bane Micro is a little bit far from optimal, but the fight so far good. Please don't go up this ramp. Please don't go up this ramp. Don't go up this ramp. He goes up the ramp. Okay, clears the rocks. There's no storm yet. So 6 Templars. Okay, now the snowstorm finishes. There we go. 2 big storms. Clear a lot of these Banes. Kill a lot of these Hydras as well. Lots of cash in the bank for Bly, who adds 30 more links. 8 probes have gone down somehow, some way, somewhere. I guess it's over here. Shield weapons or shield armor. What's it called actually? Just shields. Shields are being upgraded right now. Hive is on the way. We have 2-2 about to finish up here, as these overlords are being knocked down. They won't get up again. These Phoenixes are definitely gonna get them down. Immortal production. I mean, there is so much splash in this army. It almost feels like it's impossible to lose at this point for Nice. Like he just kind of stands there, throws 2 storms, and then the Colossus will take care of the rest. No, that's what you think. Look at this. That's not a good trade there. Bly wasted some laser. And also lost about 30 links to that. Comes a Hydra run by. It's not a very common move. Oh, Link's trying to run in towards the natural, but there's a Disruptor on hold position. That's a rare doorman to see. These Links are running into a death trap. As Nice has now decided that it's time to move out. He's going to lose a couple of his Templar before the fight. But Bly loses every single Hydra here. We have a crap ton of money in the bank. I think Bly is waiting to start producing Ultras. Yeah, there we go. 6 Ultras, 11 Ultras. 26 links. There's 3 Immortals out. Colossus are surprisingly bad against Ultras. For how expensive the Colossus is, you'd figure it deals some damage, but it really doesn't. Phoenix count has gone down to 5, by the way, right now. Now, if you're nice at this moment, you know what you're thinking to yourself? Like, what the hell is this guy up to? Why is he staying in? Now, Bly sometimes just stays in for banter, but the moment you see the Ultra Cavern, I'd be pissing my pants and I'd be running back home, alright? Just send some Zealots to the side bases, go home, get more Immortals. That would be my plan. Because the only way you're losing this game is if you get surrounded by Ultras at this point. There's a lot of Ultras. They all come from one direction. That's real unfortunate for Bly. Is now Banelings moving in forward as well. Target fire on these Banes is actually quite good. As the Purification Nova does go down. I wonder if these Ultras will get the swipes in. Look at that. More Banelings rolling in forward. Will get the connections. And now that the Immortals have disappeared, Bly is going to clear this army completely, I think. Doesn't have the Anabolic Synthesis yet, so off creep a little bit slower. Doesn't have the Chitinous Plating either. And he's up 30 supply. What an idiotic game this is. Holy cow, I love it. Phenomenal here. Phenomenal play out of Bly, who still might... Oh, look! This mineral patch has now been opened up. So it's actually being mined from. I wonder if that's on purpose. It's like a hidden mineral patch. So although you can mine from the gold, you can only mine from a couple of patches at the same time. Oh, that's also a really cool game mechanic, actually. To have like a mineral patch be mineral locked. And in order to mine it, you need to mine another patch first. Is to kind of nerf gold bases, but still have them be a good boost. Just not as big at the same time. Wow. Man, I'm getting so many cool ideas just watching these new maps. Creativity inspires creativity. Kevin de Koning, 2024. That's a quote I'm gonna keep in. Look at this. Zealot run by lost 16 workers. Income in favor here of Bly on fire. Building 4 more drones as well. Some serious oversaturation though. I'm not entirely sure if that's necessary. About 8 drones oversaturated. Loses a drone here. Has a bunch of Ultras out. I'd love to see Chitinous Plating here, buddy. Absolutely would love to see it. If you're going up to 9 Ultras, Chitinous is huge. Anabolic Synthesis is huge as well. Do we have Adrenal? I think we do. Yeah, okay, Adrenal's here. That means that these links should be fine against these Zealots. That went worse for the links than I thought it would. I guess the upgrades are pretty okay on the Zealots, huh? Pretty freaking okay. Look at that. Bly is... He's looking at something here. He's eyeing an angle that I'm not quite seeing yet. I feel like all Bly needs to do is deny the 5th base and then expand towards this bottom one himself. I think attacking into this might be a mistake. He's getting Infestors now. I should really piss off. Yeah. There you go, buddy. It's a good call. Infestors is a good call as well. Getting a couple of Neural Parasites with an Ultra army. Yes, sir. I like that a lot. I really do. Really, as long as you're denying the outside bases. Look at all these burrowed boys. They're underground, man. They're underground. A couple more Infestors, I think, would be worthwhile. Oh! Perhaps bumping right into this head first is also worthwhile. Another fungal. Lord Immortals are good against Ultras. I guess not having Chitinous doesn't really help either. Now links are coming in. Perhaps could have fought that still. And the moment Nice gets this base up and running, the game legitimately just ends, right? Like, there's no doubt in my mind about that. Yeah. Yeah, I think this game is gonna... It's kind of gonna end right now. Like, unless I can even overcommit into something. There's nothing to overcommit into. Yeah, this is looking real poor. This base won't be capable of being mined from. We're gonna see some long distance mining from here for now. I mean, the problem is that the gold is mining. If there was no extra base for Nice, you could say, well, maybe it's possible, you know, you're always one good fight away from a win, which isn't really true. And also, it's something people say. but if it were, then it wouldn't really be correct in this case. Because really you're like 5 good fights away from winning at this point. And not just a good fight, like you need a crazy fight here. Phoenix are being sacrificed. Ritual sacrifice here to the goddess of Protoss. Zeratul or something. It's not a goddess. Nerashin? Also not sure. I don't know enough about that. Nerashin sounds like a Protoss name. A female Protoss name. Nerazun? Zerajun. I feel like every Protoss name has a Z in it. I feel like that's definitely correct. I'm a true lore master. Alright. 3 more infestors. Ooh, 5 infestors. Neural parasite. Now, if there's one way to win this game, it isn't like this, but perhaps it could have been like this if there was no gold base. And Nice is playing this well. Nice is saying, hey, wait a second. If I just take this 6th base, am I not just outmining my opponent by even more? And then I just max out on Immortal Storm. And there's legit nothing that Bly can do. Does need to be a little bit careful. Like, technically, if you get all of your Immortals taken over and like half of your Archons, that could be an issue. So there's going to be 10? No, 8. Okay, 8 Infestors. Now, what would I take? I take all the Archons. That's a starter. Absolute starter move. And then you take 3 Immortals. You run the Banelings into the Templar. I still believe that Bly loses. Because he just doesn't have enough damage output to kill all of his opponent's units. That's the problem here. I think. I might be wrong. I think you'll need Bane. I don't even know what you need. I think you need a freaking miracle. Nice getting a heart attack might not even be good enough right now. More needs to happen. Like, Nice could just sit and do nothing and probably win the fight. I think Nice could close his eyes and A-move across the map at this point. The most important thing is that your infestors don't get spotted by the cannon. Oh, there goes that part. Oh, here comes a flank. Yeah, infestor flank. Infestor flank. Flank on the infestors. Yeah, that was actually kind of fortunate for Nice, but it also legitimately wouldn't have mattered at all. This game is over. GG gets called. That's Nice takes map number 1 here on Crimson King. Alright, the next map over here is anomaly found. You can't make this up. I have a freaking active lightning storm. Now, this is something that sounds real fun in theory, but after hearing the freaking lightning 5 times... after hearing the lightning 5 times, I think you're gonna get real tired of it. I freaking hate noises like that. On Solaris, there is a bird, which is insanely loud, and if you have on the ambient noise, it drives me, well, off the freaking wall. Can you say that? Yeah, probably. It drives me nuts. Nice asked, can you wall this? And Bly is like, alright, maybe he can't. Let me throw down the 17 pool or the 16 pool. And then Wardy responded with, yes, 3-gate wall. So now Nice is probably going to be capable of walling. And freaking Bly is going to be stuck with this early pool. God, this is so typical Bly as well. It's like he smells something and he goes for it. Ah, I love that. He's going to build 6 links, I think. Yeah, that looks like a 6-ling opener. Late gas. 1, 2, 6. There you go. Yeah, this is gonna be a pretty easy wall as well. So these are rocks with 1040 HP. You could attack those though, rather than the building. It seems difficult to re-wall this area as well. What the hell is this pylon doing here? What is this? It's also skipping the zealot, which is allowed if you build the pylon in the wall. Oh, this is gonna be awful, isn't it? Oh, this is gonna be awful. This is real bad. I'm not saying that Nice is gonna die straight up. I'm just saying that this is not a wall, and this looks... Oh, wait a second. Oh, it's gonna wall behind. Battery? I feel like you'd want to build an adept here, or a pylon, because a battery dies too quick, no? Okay. Wow. Bly's not even gonna go try for the battery. Gate is gonna go down. Cancel, cancel. That's not a cancel, was it? Usually it says cancel, and then a plus amount that you get for the gate, because you cancelled it. Forgot to cancel there. Now, this shouldn't have been worth it, because, well, honestly, Nice's defense was real nice. I was doubting there. Now he also ends up finishing this battery, which is probably wrong. I want to say it's probably wrong. I'm not sure if it is. It feels wrong. Sometimes something just needs to feel wrong. It doesn't actually have to be wrong. This feels very wrong. No tech yet either. He's floating about 200 gas right now. Needs, of course, build it on the low ground because he has no pylon on the high ground. Yeah, it's going to be a Stargate. But that bad boy is late. That bad boy is real late. 6 more links on the way. Speed nowhere near being done. We have Bly expanding towards the Rich Vespine geyser, which is also interesting. Hi. These noise are driving me nuts. What actually is happening? I don't think I've seen this map yet before. There's a lot of lightning. It's just a regular single gas base. I think this is a healing zone. I've heard about these. It's like a fountain of health. It's a concept they've recently introduced in StarCraft. And as these are freestyle maps, they have been getting added in as well. Look at this. Look at this path that he's taking. Bly forgot to put an overlord there. There's 3 overlords in the middle. He's keeping a close eye on these rocks, but he's forgetting about the double adept run by. Might get a cancel though on this third. Well, we'll get a cancel on this third base. That's going to lose 5 workers here. That's my call. Oh, that's a bad shade. Never mind. It's going to be 3 workers. Wow, that was a bad shade. Nice. Why would you do that to me, man? It's going to be 4 actually. Maybe 5. I was right the first time. Bly decided to not continue dealing with it. Look at this. This one bad boy. Oh my god, I should have stuck with 5. It would have been the perfect guess. I guess I would have been real confused. Oh no. Rich Vespine geyser. Roach Warren. 3 overlords on the way. What am I feeling here? What am I smelling here? Yeah. I smelled it. This is a Roach all-in. He's gonna go for a Roach Ravager Queen attack. Look at this. It's gonna be. He builds 2 tumors and he's on the other side. That is not okay. It's gonna be real weird, actually. I feel like you can kind of blind counter this because every Zerg is gonna play it. So you just build like blind batteries and you just start pushing with stalkers across the map. I feel like it would be so good. Have like a battery up here. You blink back once, you're back in health. There should be a fountain of health in the middle of the map to make it even more idiotic. I would love that. That's the type of stuff that I want to see. Fighting for the fountain. The moment you have map control, you never lose it again. Wait, he's playing double Stargate? Alright. Massing oracles here. Now, this is actually really good against queen walks. Because what you can do is you just kill all the queens. That's a high tier move. 2 more queens are in production. How many transfuses do we have? We have 2 transfuses. Soon to be 3. Soon to be 4. Okay. And the play here, by the way, the play here is to hide the oracles. It's not to show them. The most important thing is to hide the oracles. If you hide the oracles, life is okay. If you show them, life is probably still okay. 2 cannons about to finish up. Oh, here comes the Ling Ravager garbage. Oh yeah. Kind of gnarly, isn't it? I'm gonna try and kill Ravagers. It's an interesting move. That means that the queens stay alive. This went terrible. This went terrible here. For Nice, he's look at how many he's building. In Sim City. That's so stupid. Nice is gonna kill those. Bly could also just ignore them. They're not actually protecting the Nexus. Like, Bly is getting tricked into attacking into these buildings, although the trick isn't really working either. As it feels like, honestly, Bly is just winning the game. There are not enough gateways. The Oracle production is mediocre. We're currently at 6 Oracles. None of them have energy except for 1. 2 more are about to pop, though. Spore has made its way across the map as well. I like that. Well, we got our Spore Walk from game 1. We got our Spore Walk. I can't believe we got it. Oh my god, I almost mentally missed that. I was like, oh, there's the spore. Ah, this is beautiful. This is nice. I hope this wasn't freshly constructed. I think it might have been. Ah, I still counted. This was a spore all in. Oh my god, that's beautiful. Wait, just attacked it. He's like, I don't actually need you. No, never mind, I do. Isn't transfusing it at all, though. I wouldn't mind a transfuse on this spore. A couple more Ravagers on the way. This almost feels like how you'd play against Mass Muta in ZVZ, where you get like a Spore Queen Ravager attack. That's, oh, transfuse! No! Spore gets taken out. Next one. Bring the next one over, Bly. We're not done yet here. If you walk... Yeah! No, he's not. No, yeah, he is. He is. Come on, walk it over, buddy. Oh, my God. I love this. This is great. No. No. That I like a little bit less, but I still like the thought overall. Oh, stays alive. We got the spore. We got the spore. And really, the spore doesn't even need to fight. It just needs to stand there as a place to kind of go back to. Because imagine, you activate all of your freaking oracles. Boom. And then you start fighting in the spore. That's not what you want in life. Nexus now goes down. Creep Tumor actually has disappeared, so this spore is going to get real lonely there without his creep. Oracle count is going to be insane. This is actually the exact same scenario as in game 1, by the way. How funny is that? It doesn't look like the same scenario, but I'm about to explain it, and all of you are going to go, ah, it is the same scenario. And hold that thought, though, as we still have Bly pushing in forward. We still have Bly pushing in forward. Oh, look at that pile. It's going to hit 3 buildings at the same time. I didn't even know it was possible. Spore helping out. Does it have any kills yet? It has 1 kill. Gonna get a second one. A third kill. Yep. Got 3 Oracle kills. That is a word wall spore. There are very little spores that have done as much as that bad boy. The Ravagers now have decided to give up on life altogether. Now, let me explain to you why this game is exactly the same as the first game, despite it being completely different. We now have a 2-base Protoss, who is getting a third, but once again really late. There are no upgrades at all. Bly had a lot of money in the bank, has a low worker count, but an extra base. It is literally the exact same game, but so different. We now have a fleet beacon coming out. We also have a random amount of batteries in the middle of the map. This made no sense. I love it. We have once again a random amount of drones. This is something that Bly is really good at, is making drones at nonsensical timings. It feels like he's about to all in, right? He's been invested, like he just literally built like freaking 25 Hydras or something. He built 20 Hydras, 19. Let's be exact here. He built 19 Hydras. And then it's like, you know what it's time for right now? 4 drones. You're like, what? He's like, yeah, 4 drones and then back into Hydras. He's like, all right, I guess. You sure you don't just want to get a couple of extra Hydras out maybe? He's like, no. These drones, they're going to pay for themselves in a minute and a half from now. They're going to be buzzing, mate. Oh, are they going to be good? Like, well, if you want to play a macro game, wouldn't it make more sense? Just have got them pure drones and like 6 Hydras. And then defend the rest with queens. Like, nah. I need those Hydras to clear the batteries. Look at this. Like freaking mass Oracle versus mass Hydra. 16 more links on the way, 8 more Hydras coming out. There's now Tempest defensively. It's like tower defense. This is not really how tower defense works though, but if tower defense was about defending your towers rather than defending with towers, this would be tower defense. What a highly idiotic game. And what a privilege that we get to watch it. What is this army? Like 4 or 5 Ravagers still in there as well. Poof! Good Piles taking out the cannon. As the Hydra's coming forward, Oracles activate. Do we have a super battery available? Yes, it's in the back. I almost missed it there. And I think that nice 4 now is going to hold. Lovely, by the way, that he went for Tempest rather than Carriers. This is a difficult call to make, but he made it. It often feels like so natural to transition into Carriers from here, but Tempest against this type of push, I respect that call. I really do. Bly is outmining his opponent despite being down 7 workers. He's going up to a 5th base as well. And he's adding in 7 more drones. Playing a delayed macro game over here. Nice doesn't know it yet, but he's getting stuck here in a macro game against Bly. Bly is well aware. He's gonna add in another 3 drones about a minute and a half from now. And then throw down the infestation pit at the 18-minute mark. You get a 3rd Stargate. Mothership +1's about to finish up. Here comes a Ling Hydra run by. Look at this. Alright. Big at the same time. Also big. There's just not enough anti-air. It's gonna try and right-click that base. Now, there's super battery active. That failed relatively hard. At the same time, though, the run by in the natural, the 4 Hydras that I was making fun of have entered the net. I think a couple of workers went down here as well, but the majority was in the natural. Look at that. The entire worker line has just been eradicated. Whew. Oh, once again, Bly shows up again. He's like, yeah, I don't want you to get a mothership. Let me give you all of my Hydras, and then you still get the mothership. Nice. Accept that trade. So yeah, 5 more Hydras for free. Sure. We can do that. Please come back anytime soon. 12 more drones now being produced. As Bly's macro game still taking some time to set up. 14 minutes into the game and we're gonna hit the almost 70 drones here. 68. This is the drone count that most ZERG players have at the 6-minute mark. And that's why I prefer watching Bly. First 3 carriers now on the way. That's going to be a serious showstopper. As I thought there was a mothership here, but there ain't. Tempest is gonna go down. Here goes the Mama. It's still only 3 bases though, don't forget. And Nice has 44 workers, which isn't a whole lot. Okay, Infestation Pit much earlier than the 18-minute mark. Actually finishes 14 minutes and 40 seconds in. 14 minutes and 30 seconds in. That's really quick for Bly. What are these rocks? Why do they look so weird? It's like it's a curved roach attack. Look at that. It's going up. Over the rocks. What's the actual Oracle count left right now? Oracles, we have 1 Oracle left. Tempest, we have 4. Carriers, 3. And a mothership that's out. That's phenomenal. That really is. That is just phenomenal. Hive is what? 24% in. Once Vipers are out, this feels really good for Bly, but until then, it's actually kind of scary. I almost wish that he'd stay home, you know, and not continue going in. Oh, Force Field didn't quite work out. Lings entering the natural. There are no upgrades on these Lings. Ooh, another Force Field. Lings will get a couple of kills, though. Hydra's just pushing in. I feel like perhaps Bly doesn't quite understand how far ahead he is. Perhaps Bly also doesn't quite understand that right now he's floating 3k minerals. Okay, he's gonna build 16 more Hydras. Killed 5 probes. Sorry, I was gonna say drones. Could take out the sentry for sure. I can't believe Bly is the one that's making plays here. I feel like Bly is the one that should be making drones, not plays. 20 more Hydras. Bly went down 6 drones, and I don't think he's lost them. He probably just constructed extractors and stuff like that. Yeah. So he was at 68 at some point. You know what I'm smelling here? Another round of drones at some point. Just 4 or 5. Not too many. Just get a couple in. You know, for fun. See what it does. Hold down the drone button for a couple of... Actually, he's gonna be oversaturated here, so... He probably doesn't even need to. He's happy with the 62 that he has right now. He's gonna end the game on that. Vipers on the way. And I said that was gonna be a showstopper. Because there's no Templar Archives yet. Now we have a Twilight Council on the way. +3 is about to... Well, has started. It's finishing in about 2 minutes from now, depending on the amount of... On the amount of crowns. Look at that! These Vespine geysers don't have a lot of gas. Only 1500. A regular one has 2250, of course. We all know that. 1500 is very little. Okay, here comes another attack. That base is toast. Never mind. Base stays alive. 4 Hydras will end up dying. Lings running in. Still no upgrades on these Lings. He's gonna go for Ling upgrades here. Which is also an interesting call. And interesting there is a euphemism for bad. I think. But I'm not sure how bad it really is. It just feels bad. Okay, Viper's now eating this extractor. I mean, extractor here is pointless anyway, so that makes a lot of sense. Oh, take it out, take it out, take it out. Eats one adept. The other two get to survive. He's gonna play Hydraling Bane with 2 Vipers against Mass Carrier Storm. Now, if I were to rate this move on a scale from 1 to 5, I'd rate it a 2. I like the thought of just pushing in here for a sec, though, with just pure Hydra Viper. I feel like that should work. I don't think the Banes contribute a whole lot to the, to the overall plan. Oh, good control on the Vipers. Isn't getting feedback. Does I get hit by the spell that the High Templar has? Takes away energy. Oh, there goes the mama. Vipers stay alive as well. We have one more abduct remaining. Mothership dying is actually kind of big because it means there's not going to be any invisibility, no more time warps. Makes maneuvering in the future a little bit easier. Just a little bit. Vipers sucking some energy away from this hive. Overseer is gonna get absolutely taken out there. Storm is about to finish up as well. Here come the Banes. Maybe these Banes do have some value, taking out mineral lines. Oh, that's so scary just moving in like that. Wait, where are the Vipers then? Oh, I missed the Banelings now. Oh, they did nothing. Good force field though. Can't predict that if you ask me. Carapace is just level 1, and yeah, these carriers are ripping the Hydras to shreds. Shreds. We have a base over here, so this is okay. Once they have the red lanterns in there, it is only 1500 gas. I didn't know that. I didn't know that even existed. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Pull it. Oh, I forgot to pull a carrier in. That's frustrating. And now this is a carrier storm army, which is superiorly upgraded. And we're gonna catch at least one carrier because I don't think Nice is quite paying attention. Now I'll abduct for a second one. Oh! Jeez, these are some gnarly storms. 4 Banelings heading in towards this mineral line. There is a cannon. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Okay. Killed 1 worker for 4 Banes. That is what is often called a bad trade. So we're now going to get a 4 Hydra run by. Usually a bad play due to the existence of Zealot warpings, but Zealots right now are unupgraded, so this might actually work. Gas is about to run dry. Gas here is still alive. Oh, that is a couple of these boys that are being taken out. These being forced to morph into Archons. Archons kind of useless. Mothership pops out at the perfect timing, by the way. At the same time, Blind moves in forward. Eats a couple of storms. Has Ultras as well. I feel like this game is taking a similar path as the last one. As in that Bly is about to lose, because that is the same path that we took last game. I don't think he's ever been above 68 workers either, by the way. Right now he has 65. That is a very low number to play a macro game on. That is too low a number almost. Nice is just sitting here. Take a look at the overall trades. Nice has been up 12k when it comes to the trades, and he's probably been down a little bit more when it comes to the mining. Or a similar amount. Who knows? Not me. Chitin is plating on the way. We have the mothership is idling at this base. Might just get taken out here. A couple of Banes tried running in. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hey, how does Nice know? He spotted this. He's seen it. The bad boy. Oh. Ultras need to move away. Now, once carriers are out, Ultras are not great until they have Chitinus. Chitinus is so big against carriers. As a double Ultras here, actually, with a neat little run by. I mean, Mothership is not going to stop this, that's for sure. How long does this crap last? Like 10, 15, 20 seconds? Oh, at the same time, we have a big fight here. He never got grouped spines until now. That is the range upgrade for the Hydra. He was fighting with one less range this entire time. How many Hydras has he lost already? He's lost 136 Hydras, and they were lacking the most important upgrade. At the same time, though, this run-by is dealing serious damage. There's just nothing that can kill the air army. Although... Well. Okay, this base is toast. That's big. The workers are toast. That's bigger. A lot bigger, actually. Because otherwise you can just rebuild the base. But right now, even if you rebuild the base, nothing can be done. Okay, all Bly needs to do is sit back and do nothing. What Bly is going to do is attack. Take out a pylon and a battery and a cannon. Try and kill this. He's gonna get the base. He's gonna get the base. In a way, this is a bad move. Now let me tell you why. Because Nice believed that he could probably still mine a little bit from the space. But right now he's forced into all-inning, which is actually the best thing that he can do. And Bly knew that. Bly shouldn't have done this, because this basically tells Nice, hey, there's nothing at home for you to defend anymore. Just go move out with everything. Which is the scariest thing right now that can happen if you're Bly. Bly would have loved for Nice to mine for 5 more minutes from 7 empty patches, while Bly is mining freaking 1800 minerals a minute. Like, out-mining his opponent by factor 3. Bane's being added into the comp. Let's take a look at the numbers here. Let's just run the numbers here for a sec, okay? Oh, he's gonna get supply blocked. That's the end of Bly, I think. He's gonna go for a base trade, maybe? Nah, that's also not viable, is it? But he also can't produce anymore because he lost all of his overlords. He has 4 overlords left. Make that 1 overlord left. Where is it? Oh, it's here. Lame. Okay, here it comes. Storms need to connect. Storms! Oh, Banelings get the connections. There's 1 storm remaining. I think that might just be good enough, though. Yeah. I can't believe Nice is gonna win this game. Holy crap. What a banger of a map, truly. GG gets called. Nice takes the lead 2-0 in this best of 5. Now this particular map has 6 spawning pools. What is this? This is a bug, I think. Or is this a timer bar? No, I think this is a bug. It's because of the overlay that I'm using, I believe. That's why it looks so weird. But there are 6 spawning pools, and because they're not on creep, this is interesting, they lose their HP over time. I believe they die 4 minutes and 30 seconds into the game, exactly. Now, if there's one person that I know who could use this factoid, it would be freaking Bly, wouldn't it? It would be freaking Bly. Out of all people that's going to use this factoid to win a sneaky game. Because that... Can you even re-wall this in time? I don't think you can. This person's insane. I wonder if these... I don't think these minerals fully block either, by the way. I don't believe they do. God, that looks ugly with these white things on it. Silver Flame. That's the map. Alright. Not a whole lot of gas mining here, coming out of noise. As we see Bly with the backdoor base. A couple of minerals here being stolen by the probe. Just getting the scout and making sure there is a hatchery there. I mean, this is... I already know what Bly is gonna do, okay? Bly is going to be building 50 links and he's just gonna run in here. That is legit just it, isn't it? But they're not all dying at the same speed, are they? Are they? When things pop out, these like brootlings will pop out. Will they attack something or no? I wonder what will happen. God, these white things look ugly on it. Freaking boxes. Yeah, something wrong with the textures. The only thing that makes sense. Now, if Bly plays a macro game this game, I'm not gonna say I'll eat my shoe, but I feel like someone should eat a shoe. It won't be me, but someone else will. Well, so far, he's not actually doing it. He just added 2 more drones. Okay, here we go. Oh, okay, there we go. Beautiful. For a second, I was like, wait a second. That doesn't look like a proper all-in at all, Bly. Yes, but of course it does. What else is he gonna do? Play macro? No shot. He tried it twice in a row. Sure, it was only with 60 workers, but that still counts as a macro game, right? I don't think Nice quite understands what these spawning pools do. He looked at that and thought to himself, yeah, how big of an issue is that really going to be? I don't think he's quite realizing how big of an issue it actually is going to be, because it is a freaking big issue, isn't it? That is a freaking big issue. Oh, that's an issue, my dear friends. My dear boys, that's an issue. Link count is 13, about to go to 21. Wait, why is Nice attacking this? What? Alright. I think the Link that was in the main base has died. And as Bly just starts attacking these, I think now Nice realizes, like, wait a second, this doesn't look so good for me. Let me try to wall this off. How many pylons do I still need? 5 more? Don't think you can quite do that, buddy. Don't think you quite have the resources available. There comes the wall. It's too late. It's too late. And Bly is in behind enemy lines. These bad boys are going to get cancelled. We get more links on the way. Actually, maybe. Bly, wait, builds a 3rd base? What world is he living in? What? He looked at this situation. I was like, hey, my opponent just built 30 links to run into my natural. Now, I could try and re-wall this area with maybe some gates. Or, now hear me out, I could get a 3rd base. And he went for the 3rd. Now, I'm not one to quickly criticize, but that seems stupid. As Bly takes game number 3 here, he's back in the series. And that quick win for Bly brings us to the Twilight Imperium, which is a map that, if you have a lot of fantasy, looks a little bit like Patrick the Star. Is he called Patrick in English as well, from SpongeBob? The pink dude. Now, if you squint with your eyes a little bit, imagine some straight lines rather than these wobbly things. Maybe it's more of a butterfly, actually. It actually is in the shape of a butterfly, this map, isn't it? Yeah, okay. Not Patrick the Star after all. Okay, it's fine. It's fine, I can live with it. I wondered if Bly, you know, he thinks... Oh, wait, what's he doing? Oh, I took a gold first. Yeah, understandable. I wonder if Bly thinks back of the first 2 games. You know, he's sitting there making his plan for the 4th map. Has like a pros and cons list in front of him. It's like the first word on there is like macro, and the second one is cheese. Okay, now the pros for the macro. It's okay, the advantages of macro. He says, well, the games will last longer. I get to build more than 22 drones. You know, I get to do what I've been practicing for. Then he goes to the con side of macro. It's like he loses the game. He doesn't have more than 2 control groups, which makes controlling those armies very difficult. And Protoss is easy. And these are the cons. Okay. Then he goes to the cheese, the pro side. It's fun. He wins. And there's nothing on the side of the, you know, the downside. There's no downside of cheesing. He studies these papers real close, sniffs them a bit, looks at his screen and nods to himself. What the hell is this thing? Is this a cage? Oh, it's a Selnaga healing shrine. I've never seen this thing used yet. Why don't we get to see these things used? I want to see it. I want to know how fast it heals. How fast does it heal? How slow does it heal? What does it heal? Is it funny? Is it interesting? I want to see this thing being used for once, rather than not seeing it used. That's lame. Interesting looking map, that's for sure. Okay. Poof, 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 poof. Oracle on the way, double overlords. What the hell? Is he planning on losing an overlord, maybe? Or maybe he already knew his opponent was going to build a Void Ray. He kind of preempted that. He's building 2 more. What? Go up to... What do you do, 60 or 58? 60. Wow. Okay. Yeah, it's not gonna get supply blocked anytime soon. Look at this, he's just building more overlords. Maybe he doesn't know what to do. He's like, overlord's never bad. 3 more, what? Go up to 9. And another one. He just keeps building overlords. That's very weird. Now he's building links or roach warren. I guess if he doesn't want to build more drones, it doesn't really matter when you build them, but that seems a little bit wild, no? Get an inject as well. Come on, I want to see these stupid shrines being used, man. I want to see them shrines in use. If we don't see any shrines being used, I'm gonna be upset. I cry online like a little baby. That's what I do best. 29 workers. This is the lowest drone all-in I've seen in my entire life. There's not even really a third yet. Nice is about this. I mean, he can just see that there's no drones on this base. Yeah, this should be a cancel on the third. In a way, you don't even really want to kill this third base. You want the third to stay alive. What if it walks through the shrine? That's really cool. Except it doesn't really do anything. Oh, moves back home. He's done with it. Like, I already killed the base. I don't need the queens for that anymore. Gets 9 drones. 2 more overlords. He's like, you know what? If all of a sudden, you know, I get a big inheritance of 25 roaches, I'm going to be ready for it with my supply. He's 58 supply out of 130. How is this possible? I'm going to keep mentioning this every time this happens when a ZERG player does it. Because it's insane. When's the last time you saw a Terran or a Protoss just throw down 8 pylons in a row? Like, that is crazy, no? That is legit. Look, he's just getting another overlord. It's like, 62 out of 130. I only have double the capacity of the units I'm currently building. Like, this is sick. ZERG players are sick. Dark does this too. He'll be playing freaking Clem in like some grand finals of something, and he opens up the game with 20 drones and 9 overlords. Like, that's not okay. That is so inefficient. Why is that allowed? 7 more drones on the way. The Lyle Reconstitution. Another OV as well. He's gonna play roaches behind this. Gets another overlord just in case. 2 more. 4 more. Yes, of course. This is a maxed out challenge, except he doesn't max out with units. He maxes out in capacity. What is this? I also still haven't seen this stupid shrine yet. Come on, send your oracles there. I want to see it. Yeah. Oh, you can't put oracles? This ring bans oracles? What type of racism is that? You have wings, you're not allowed in? God. Hospitals aren't the same as they used to be. Eight drones have gone down. This is... Oh, he's getting Spire now? Nothing has happened this game, but good things for Bly. Can we just get some attention to that? I guess he has lost 19 workers, which is fairly bad. But he's also killed the third base. Like... This game should be good for Bly. But it's not. It really ain't. Oh, here we go. Could have killed like 5 more boys there, though. Does he see the Spire now, or what? Oh, he misses it. Sees all of these larvae, though. We'll see literally every single larva at the same time pop. Yeah. Because he has vision of everything. He's like, I wonder what unit requires 20 larvae at the same time. Let's investigate. No, okay, he knows. He freaking knows. Batteries, cannons. Oh, this is over, isn't it? Yeah. Don't really think there's anything that Bly can do anymore. Well, actually, there's only a single Phoenix. This is pretty late. My man has no units. He went every tech building in the world. He went Templar Archives, double Robo Bay, Fleet Beacon, second Stargate. It's now researching thermal lens while being mutalint of 69 workers. This is what we call the Bly factor. I mean, no, really. This might actually be okay for Bly. Because there's nothing here. Well, he had an Archon though. No, he just has 2 Templar that he doesn't want to morph into an Archon. He wants them to remain pure. Stalker being taken out. I think this is it. There's legit just no other. This was an insanely sick game. Jesus Christ. Now, these definitely have been some of the games in StarCraft 2. I just never seen something quite like this before. I feel like... You know how people sometimes say that you should never argue with an idiot because he'll drag you down to his level and then beat you with experience? I feel like it's the same with Bly. Like, Bly just... The stuff he does just doesn't make any sense. But it makes everyone else play worse too. And I don't quite understand why that is. But it is kind of what's happening. Like, Nice has not been playing very well. Bly was like, nah, this one's too standard. You said the drone was heading there though. He was like, I could take this base, but I could also take the one on the left. And this is such a cool base to take. Because Nice might believe that it is proxied on his side of the map, because there's also 7 bases that could be taken there. So Nice might throw down a core first or something like that, you know? And then in reality, Bly is playing... Well, it's not going to be a macro game, but he's going to be pretending to be playing a macro game. So he takes the gas here in his main, cancels it, fake gas. Classic Bly. Classic Bly. Imagine if he takes his 3rd base over here, though. I love that. I love that for us. The fact that these maps exist. Oh, he's gonna take a gas. That's what he's doing. Nice, that isn't even bothered by this. You know, he scouted. He's like, well, wait a second. Wait a second, lads. Am I being proxied? Okay, it's not here. Maybe on the right? He's just going back here. It's like, wait, still nothing there. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. He just misses these drones barely as well. That's so sad for Nice. He's gonna scout it now. It's fairly late. It's gonna be in time though. He's not gonna make any weird moves until then. Okay, gets the scout. Phew. Does the sigh of relief. Life is going to be okay for him, okay? It's going to be just fine. We're all alright. Hello, Wisconsin. Okay, so he's just playing a standard Stargate build. His opponent has 3 gold patches, 3 blue patches. Oh, this is my favorite StarCraft song, I think. This is Wings of Liberty Terran, number 1. I think it is. So we have a Stargate here. I almost feel sad at times that I have to speak as well during these games. You know what I mean? You just want to sit there and watch it all. So what is kicking off? Like, this is the type of stuff. He just started, for people that missed it, he just started a Phoenix and then cancelled to start an Oracle. Now, usually I'd say that's a mistake, but here I say Bly's in his head. You know? Bly's definitely in his head. Like, he's full walling! This is deranged behavior, my friends. Oh, this base might be in a bit of trouble, though. There's only a single set of links here being built. Clear the links. Or clear a bunch of drones. Yeah. Could have been better. Could have been worse. He's a full wall now. What a terrible situation all around here. For Nice. This situation is the opposite of his name. He's getting a 3rd gate. queen decides to fight without his friends, it's always a mistake. When someone challenges you to a fight one-on-one, you're probably gonna lose. You should always take your friends. Agree to the one-on-one fight and then take your friends. That's what the spore is as well. You just walk back to your friends. Second queen shows up, throws darts as well. Because many beats one. Always true. Almost as a couple of overlords. Cheeky little overlords. Don't want to get supply block here now, do we? We're down 5 workers. How that's possible, I'm not entirely sure. Because these are the first 2 boys that we lost. I guess we've lost 3 or 4 before. Okay, it's not entirely true. Oh. I wonder if this queen's gonna lose. I think energy will not run out in time, actually. Oh, there goes the queen. Don't get the inject in. That's the last wish of the queen. Throws the inject straight in the hatchery. I will not die a virgin. The final act. Oh, here come the links. It seems like that's almost a wall. It's good enough. Third base here going down 5 minutes and 30 seconds into the game. That is a solid minute and 30 seconds later than it usually is. That is not a very good sign, but yeah, there's Hydras out. Okay. Okay. Of course, there are Hydras out. I can't believe how I wouldn't think of that. A 2-base Hydra in into a, or sorry, well, 2.5 base Hydra in into a 2-base glaive attack. Now, technically, this is the worst possible scenario here for Bly on Fire. So I'm fully expecting a win here. Okay, this does get scouted. Now, you know what Knight actually needs to do. The answer is very simple, because the answer is nothing. He just sits back and warps in adapts. Adapts and adapts and adapts and more adapts. That's literally all he needs to do right now. It's just mass adapt. And that's exactly what he's doing as well. Oh, the Baneling Nest though, that could ruin things. He's gonna move out. It's too early. It's not enough adapts. But if he gets just 10 drone kills, he's gonna be up even further in drones. Or in workers. Sorry, not just drones. Oh, Void Ray is gonna go down. Oracle stay alive. Oh, hold position, hold position, hold position. Target fire, maybe? No, not necessary. Okay. 8 workers go down. 15 adepts. Yeah, okay, this game's really over. Yeah, because now these adepts are fighting the Hydras as well. There's a lot of cash in the bank, but... what a sad way to go. There's still a lot of drones around, 50 to 36. You might get a little bit of mining, but the thing is that if there were like 4 gates right now, I'd say maybe Bly has a chance. But there's 7 gates, which means you're just gonna get warp in after warp in after warp in after warp in. So you should never be capable of killing here, never. And Bly is going to try to build 4 drones and then Baneling Bust at the same time. Once again, one of these very odd plays. Ooh, it's actually gonna catch. Nah, it's not even gonna catch this. And I love that Nice decides to just continue attacking rather than saying, hey, I'm just gonna sit back. The only thing that he can do is finish this shade into those Baneling. As long as he doesn't finish it, he's fine. Good. That was really bad. That was the worst thing he could have done. And it wasn't even close. Like, with what... Like, that was legitimately terrible. I still believe he should... Nah, is he actually fine now? There's a lot of Banes. That's not enough sentries either. 3 force fields. You need to go now. You need to go now with the... No. Okay, too late. Now force field in. There's no... The battery not in position. These force fields are okay. I cannot believe what I'm watching. It is not over yet because there's going to be another adept warp in. No, Stalker. It should be adepts. Adepts on the side. I don't know. That is absolutely insane to me. I mean, that was terrible. What a great show, though. Well, I freaking love this level of StarCraft. I don't know what it is, but It's like, it's not the highest level, but it's just so freaking fun because you have no clue what's about to happen. People are making real decisions that matter, you know? They're making bad decisions often. Yet this is like, these guys are top grandmasters, all right? This is not Joe Schmo. Like these freaking top level players, but it's still, it looks so dumb and I love it. Man, I freaking love watching Bly, especially on new maps. This has been a blast. Good series, good show. Not perhaps the greatest games, but insanely entertaining games. I give this series 5 stars. I hope you guys give this series 5 stars too. If you did, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see all of you next time for a new video. Bye bye.